Hello, everyone. I am so happy to see you. For those that are new here, welcome. This is Soul Moon's Rising Tarot. I am Jennifer, and obviously, we do live streams where we answer your questions. We also do pick-a-cards as well as tarot education, which will be beginning this summer. So, thank you so much, Jakari, for starting the love list and keeping track of everybody. You're amazing. So, Jakari, Dimitri, Josephine, please go ahead and post your love questions so we can get those started. And a little housekeeping, just so you guys are up to speed. Last Tea and Tarot, my guides advised me to only do 5 love questions a stream. Only on Tea and Tarot days. So that's what the double list is for. Yes, you can be on both lists if you have both a love question and a general question, career, life, whatever. You do need to do it in the order they're received. So Jakari has an awesome list going, and yeah, you're amazing. Thank you so much. I'm going to refer to your list, Jakari, instead of my own over here because that's going to be so much easier for me. So yeah, if you guys ever want priority in the live stream, if you become a channel member over on Patreon, you get priority, meaning you get bumped up to the top of the list. So like Hannah Mori, Bert, Morningstar, when they're here, they do get priority. They get their questions answered first, regardless if it's love or general reading. Also, if you donate $2 or more to my PayPal, same goes for you. So either way, you can become a priority in the live stream and jump the line if you're impatient. Otherwise, you can hang out, you can chat with us, you can, make friends in the community and just hang out. Be part of here, help each other out. If somebody's got a question and you have an answer, then go for it. Let's create a space that's safe for everybody. All right, so let's see. Have you guys already started posting your questions? I'm going to wait just a couple minutes. So like I said, Jakari, Dimitri, Josephine, post your love questions. Hannah Mori, go ahead with whatever question that you have. So if you are new here, give me a #new and let me know where you're viewing from. I personally am in Southern Idaho, USA. So right now it is a beautiful spring day, kind of on the chilly side because the wind's blowing, but the sun is out and it's gorgeous. And I can't wait for summer. So things are blooming here and it's just my favorite time of year, really. Spring and summer, I absolutely love, especially when it's warm. Welcome, Yolis. I'm glad you could be here with us. All right, let's get readings rolling here. Hannah Mori, you want a crystal. Where are my crystal cards? I knew you would want them too. There they are. That's what I get for rearranging to do a video. All right, Hannah Mori, concentrate on the cards. Put your energy into the cards while I shuffle them. Hello, Kapil. I am doing very well, thank you. Let's see, who else do we have? We have Star Travels, we have Hannah Mori, we have Jakari, Priyanka. We have all kinds of people here. It is so nice to see you guys. Yolis, the relationship love question list is full, but if you have a question about something else, you can get on that list. Just tag Jakari so that you can be added. Ooh, okay, Hanamori. Yeah, we do have people from all over the planet here today. Oh, this is a fun one. This one's really cool. Okay, so this is see if I can pronounce it, Vanadinite. Some of these crystal names are really hard to pronounce. So this is a playful, geometric, and fiery stone, a mining byproduct often sourced from America's Southwest. Forms in orange to red hexagonal-shaped crystals. When lead ore oxidizes. So it's lead that's been oxidized. Who needs it? Those lacking self-discipline. Where to put it? As this crystal has a high lead content, so definitely not in your mouth. No eating lead, Hanamori. When to use it? When it's time to live in the moment, when you are prime audience for a motivational speech, when it's hard work, making art, or just a blissed out moment free from the mind's ongoing commentary. An energizing meditation with this stone can help knock down whatever stands between you and your happy place. Break through your big blocks. And I think this really goes well with what we were talking about earlier, Hanamori, with the blocks that you're going through. So that's a good one. There's the spelling of it for you. Vanadinite. So hopefully you can find some. That one over here. All right. And go back up to your question here, Jakari. All right, I'm going to have to break out my phone. I know you asked your question. Oh, one more card for you, Hanamori, and then Jakari, it'll be your turn. And after Jakari is Dimitri. So Dimitri, go ahead and put in your question so that we can get that one going. And Josephine, if you're still here, dear, put in your question as well. Hanamori wants a Danielle Noel card. All right, you got, believe it's pronounced Ojas, O-J-A-S. And let's see here, 45. All right, Hanamori. This is the subtle essence of health and well-being, peaceful and patient. Has your personal health taken a back seat to other matters? This must change. The only way you can truly care for others is if you've taken care of yourself first. You must put on your own air mask before you can attend to the needs of others. Make time for sleep, cooking, meditation, and yoga. Though you may feel that you don't have time for these, the truth is you won't have much time without them. That is a good one. So make time for yourself. That's why I'm such a big promoter for self-care, guys, because a lot of times we forget about ourselves. All right, Jakari, what has Mackenzie thought of me today? Ooh, my hands are cold today. You are very welcome, Hannah Mori. Alabama. That's where you're at, Jakari? Down south. I need to go down there. There's some crystal mines in Alabama and Georgia that I need to go visit. Okay, so first card for you, Jakari, is the Seven of Cups. So, in response, what she is thinking about you right now is very... I love this card. So, kind of strong, very in control of your emotions. There's definitely fun there and protection. So, that's awesome. However, on the flip side of that is the Four of Cups. So emotionally, she kind of feels alone. So maybe there's something there that you might be able to rectify and make it so that she doesn't feel alone, that she feels like her cup is being full when basically she feels inferior to you, if that makes sense. All right, Dimitri. Have you posted your question? Dimitri, Josephine, and Kapol, post your love questions, please. I haven't seen Dimitri and Josephine in the chat for a little bit. All right. Kapil, it looks like Dimitri and Josephine aren't here with us at the moment. I could be wrong. If you guys are listening, make sure you jump in and say, hey, I'm here. Otherwise, go ahead and put in your question, Kapil. It is your turn. Okay, what is Sanam's true feelings about me? There be any communication nearby? All right, Jakari, it looks like Dimitri has a general question, so go ahead and open up to one love question added to the love list, please. All right, Kapil, so you got the Five of Pentacles. So there is a lot going on right now. It looks like things are kind of cold, but the stability is still there. Maybe you need to do something to spice things up, because definitely things are feeling like emotionally draining, if that makes sense. So you got the Ten of Cups in reverse and the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so essentially we have 3 fives here. You're not in love, Dimitri. Not even with an animal? I mean, come on. So, Kapil, I feel like you need to heat things up again. That's what I'm feeling like there needs to be heat again. So, maybe you do the communication part. You reach out and get that communication going. Okay? And start off with something warm and inviting. Something that's going to want to bring them closer to you. And that should help. All right, Dimitri is tour guide will be better for me to work in Canada. Which deck do I want? I would say yes. Yes, somebody needs to start the fire, and there's no better person than you. It is a big list, Jakari, isn't it? And it just keeps adding and adding. All right, Dimitri. You still have work to do before moving to Canada is a good idea, or before it really becomes in the cards. But once that work is done, I mean, sunny days are on the way. So you're getting closer to where you need to be for this move, okay? So 8 of Wands in reverse and the Sun. So this is your big move right here when you finally get this work done. All right, so Dimitri is done. Josephine, if you're here, please comment with your love question. Ola, go ahead with your love question for me. And Priyanka, go ahead with your general question. After Ola's reading, we are doing only general questions. So life, career, finances, whatever, stuff like that. Welcome, No Name. I see you just joined us a minute ago. Those that are on the list, please be patient. The list has gotten quite long already. I'm just waiting for Ola to post her question, their love question. So we're on the last love question. It's totally okay. Yolis, unfortunately, I believe my lesson right now is listening to my guides, and this is what they want right now, so I'm not going to do any accommodations. The only people in the stream that can have any question answered are those that are the priority. And to become a priority in the stream, read the ticker down here. So you become a channel member through Patreon, or you donate $2 or more to PayPal. All right, Ola, what does your future husband... Let's see what we can find out about him. Okay, future husband. You got 2 of Cups, so he's very giving. He is actually filling your emotional cup from his own. So this is somebody that gives a lot of himself. And he is very black and white type person. So you also got a Justice card here. Excuse me. So there's not going to be a gray area with this person. Excuse me. With this person, you're going to know where you stand. Sorry. So 2 of Cups and Justice. This is about your future husband. He's very giving person. Very giving, but definitely a black and white. This is how it is. You know what to expect kind of person. So both are really good traits to have. So you always know where you stand. He's not somebody that's going to hold a grudge or anything like that. Josephine, you're here. Sorry, I was just about to finish with the love questions, but since you're here, you can have yours. I think I'm choking on a cat hair, guys. The cats got into my office yesterday, and we're all over everything. Josephine, please post your question. All right, so after Josephine posts her question, Priyanka, YOLO, and Pinky in that order. So go ahead and post your questions, guys. Yes, cat fur attack. So remember, Josephine gets the last love question. Everything after Josephine's reading will be a general topic. So life, career, whatever. Anything but love stuff. You know, Hanamori, when you have 2 long hair and a medium hair cat, you get a lot of cat hair in the air. So yes, it definitely, you can choke on it. All right, Josephine, does T have any romantic feelings towards me? Is he going to make a move? Not seeing anything good with T here. I don't know who he is, but he's definitely not somebody where you should waste your feelings on. Okay, so the first card here is the Five of Cups. Notice all the cups are spilt. I mean, even the ones in the water are tipped over. The ones in the sky are upside down. So this is going to be emotionally draining, not somewhere where you should spend much of your time. Also, you got the Nine of Swords here, which also shows a lot of strife, a lot of challenges, and just in general, not a good situation. You're kind of left out in the cold all by yourself. And to me, you look like you're hurting. So I would not waste my time with that one, no matter how good it looks on the outside. All right, so all right, Hannah Mori, if you wouldn't mind updating the list for me. We are on Priyanka. After Priyanka, we have YOLO, Pinky, Crystal in that order. So go ahead and post your questions, guys. And no name needs to be added to the list after Alpha Omega. All right. Priyanka, you want a general... Normally I wouldn't do a general love reading, but this could also be friends and family, and I'm okay with that. Don't forget to show some love, guys. Give the thumbs up button to the live stream if you are enjoying Tea and Tarot. If not, give it a thumbs down. You know, it doesn't offend me. It helps me determine what you guys like, what you don't like. Okay, so right now, Priyanka, the world is at your feet. I hate non-answer answers, but you're also not going anywhere. So you're kind of stuck right now, but it's where you're supposed to be, if that makes sense. So nothing is coming right now, all right? Or in the near future, but just keep going, keep doing what you're doing because you're on the right path, okay? And so things will move when things are supposed to move. All right, so YOLO, Pinky, Crystal, are you guys still here? Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. There's Crystal. Okay, so what do Spirit need me to know the most right now? Okay, give me just a second. I'm going to update the list here. Sorry, kids are being really loud today. Give me 2 seconds. I'm typing out the list so everybody can see where they're at. And who was the last one? The last one was Emmy. All right, there we go. Now you can see. Crystal. Now let's get your question answered. What do they need you to know right now? All right, YOLO, I'll get you. I called you a couple times and you didn't answer. So go ahead and post your question. Generally, if you don't comment here when I say your name, then I think you're not here anymore. So welcome, sweet dreams. Glad to see you. Welcome to the live stream. All right, so Crystal, your very first card here is Star Family. You're part of a team of souls. Call in support. So you must be either going through something or starting a journey, and you're going to need help from the soul family. So they should either start showing up, or you can essentially put out an SOS through meditation or prayer or whatever you do, and they will come to you. Let's get you a second card here. Whew. All right, never mind. You got two more. Jumped right out of the deck. So get grounded. It's what I talked about meditating, okay? Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. So this is going to help you draw in your soul family. And finally, the Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. So this is a big thing for you right now. You're going to need to call in your soul family. This is a higher self calling that you have going on. I can't wait to hear more about that. Hello, Subliminal. How have you been? I haven't seen you in a while. All right, so YOLO, did you have a question? General reading. Okay, got it. Yeah, Crystal's definitely got some stuff going on, doesn't she, Hanamori? There's a lot in that one. All right. YOLO. Okay, so you've got the Knight of Wands, which is showing kind of like you've lost your passion, and a Page of Pentacles, both in reverse. So you lost your passion and you're feeling really unstable right now. Okay, so it's time to basically rely on the divine. Really reach out to them and see if they can reconnect you to your passion, which is going to bring that stability back. I'm also seeing a lot of orange and red, meaning you probably need to do some work on your root and sacral chakras. So I would start there, and I always suggest meditating and talking to the divine. Meditation and prayer are one and the same to me. So however you talked to your guides, your angels, your deity, that's to me meditation. And I highly suggest doing that. And yes, Crystal, that should answer your question as well. So meditating, talking to your guides, prayer, to me, it is all one and the same. There are so many different types of meditation, but essentially I see that as the same. So sit down, talk to them. You don't necessarily have to be in a quiet place. I personally love to do it while I'm driving. I know it's odd, but I do. So, yeah. All right, so let's see. Go back down here. So after YOLO, I have Divine Passion Jakari. Go ahead and post your questions, guys. And Kiki, I will add you to the list, as well as Subliminal. I just need to copy and paste this list is what I need to do. Alyssa, Divine Passion. In order, those are who comes next here. All right. Let's see. Hanamori, I'm going to send you the list. If you could just delete and add people as needed, that would be great. So check your Facebook messages here in just a second. Okay. Sorry about that. Just a little housekeeping, guys. Okay. That will help me keep on track. You want to know your angel guidance. You absolutely can. Okay, guys. So from here on, this is what we're going to do. If you are not already on the list and you want to be on the list, tag Hanamori so he can add you to the running list. That way, it's easy to see. Angels. Oh, angels. All right. So let's see. Strength. I'm seeing a connection here to both Michael as well as Gabriel. So Michael to me is represented in the strength card here. Seeing how he is essentially the warrior angel. He's also my soul father, if you can call that. You also got the Hierophant here. So these are both really big figures in your life. So to me, in this card, I see Gabriel for the Hierophant because he's somebody that you always listen to and gives you messages, somebody that you learn from. So as far as archangels go, those two are who I'm seeing. They're always lesser angels that become guides, and they're probably related or downline from one of those two. But they're always going to have that same sort of energy. Oh, Subliminal. Well, I was glad that you were able to stop in. Thank you for being here. It's appreciated. All right, so Divine. What does my message, my spirit guides, angels want me to understand and see right now? So you got the Awakening card, energetic updates, a new way of being, integration. So you are going to be receiving, if not already have started, downloads in the very near future. So this could be in relation to something that you need to learn. It could be in relation to something that you're going to be expected to carry out. Integration. It's all about integration. So these messages that are going to come through, you need to make sure that they are being integrated into you. So your second card was card number 30, integration. The frequency of integration supports our embrace of every aspect of ourselves, allowing what we perceive as positive and what we perceive as negative to harmonize in a balanced symphony of life. So hopefully that makes sense to you. You're awakening, they're bringing you more messages, and you must integrate them, whether you perceive them to be positive or negative. It's just is. All right, so after Divine, we have Passion and then Jakari. So go ahead and post your questions, guys. After Jakari is Ola, and then Star, and then Yolis. If you guys are no longer here, I will skip over you. So please make sure you put in yes, I'm here, and put in your question when I call your name. So Passion, Jakari, Ola, in that order. Mystical Lena, any donations actually skip to the top of the list. So if you do a donation, then you can be right at the top of the list, as long as it's $2 or more. Reading in the future. Financial reading in the future. All right. Is Ola the only one left in here that is on the list? I'm pretty sure there was some more. All right, Ola, financial. Ooh, which deck do I want for financial? I want this one. Cat hair. I'm pulling cat hairs off my desk. My desk or decks. Either way. Financial. Okay, so we have here the Princess of Swords in reverse and the King of Cups in reverse. So financially, this to me looks like you're not going to have to really fight for money anymore, and it's not going to be emotionally draining for you. So to me, that means basically you're going to be set. You're going to be comfortable. You're not going to have to worry about where things come from, or how you're going to get them. Okay. So you're not going to be royalty, but you are going to be well off in the future. All right, Mystic Lena, I did receive your donation. Thank you so much. So go ahead and type in your question, Mystic Lena, and then after Mystic Lena, you haven't missed your turn, Jakari. Go back up here to the list. So I got Alicia, I got Divine, Passion. If you're still here, Passion, please comment. Jakari, go ahead and put your question in. And Star and Yulise, put your questions in as well. Okay, so does Libra miss me? Mystic Lena. Grab my Crystal Visions deck. This deck, man, I am tongue-tied today, guys. I must need to do some throat chakra work. This deck loves love questions. That's why I usually refer to this deck when you guys ask me them. All right. Does Libra miss you? No, but the reason being is, for one, there's an internal struggle going on. that they are kind of blind to. So you got the Two of Swords here. So they're kind of like struggling, but they don't know why. And so they have something kind of in a gray area that's really big in their life that they need to come to terms with before they are capable of actually having emotions for somebody other than themselves and their situation. So hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, let's give you one more card here. The wheel in the sky keeps on turning. So Wheel of Fortune. Give it time is what that says, basically. I think a lot of people right now are getting the be patient, give it time cards because of, you know, what's going on in the world, really. I mean, we're all kind of in this holding pattern and we just have to wait and let it play out before life can happen again, essentially. Oh no! There we go. My computer decided to shut my screen off. Oh my gosh! The most beautiful, fascinating fairy has arrived. So glad you could join us. All right. Hanamori, where are we at? I think it's Jakari's turn. What's coming towards me this month? Ola already got their second question answered. So who comes after Ola? All right, Jakari, it looks like... So you got the Two of Wands, but it looks like you're kind of on the inside looking out, wishing you could do something. Basically, I love this picture. So you're sitting here next to the globe, feeling like you're on the outside of the world, but you're also on the inside looking out. So it's a very confusing time for you. You feel like you should be doing something, but at the same time, you don't know what you could be doing because of everything that's going on. And so you're really feeling unstable right now. And that's really confusing. How are you dealing with that? So really, until the stability issue, until you figure out what it is that you want to be doing, to be helping out and really exercising your passion, the stability issue probably isn't going to be fixed. So I prescribe you some meditative time to see how you can iron yourself out and be less confused with, you know, what you're supposed to be doing right now. All right, and go back in here and go back to the chat. Okay, so Star, I noticed you were asking a love question. The love questions were filled at the very beginning of the live stream. So those are done for today. But if you have another question, I'm happy to answer that for you right now, because it is your turn. And then Yolise, Parshi, Butterfly, Omega, No Name. If you guys are here, go ahead and type in your questions so that I can get them answered. So after the 5 love questions are full for the stream, guys, the only way you can get one answered is to become a priority member of the stream. So either becoming a channel member over on Patreon or by donating $2 or more. So those are the restrictions that I had to put on because that's what my guides told me to do. So I'm doing what they told me to do. I could totally do a general reading if you just want to know what's coming towards you. It's not saying that you won't get a love reading when I do such a thing, because it has happened before. It happens a lot, actually, on when we do spirit messages. They'll give you a message about relationships in your life. If any of you that I named are here, then please post your questions. So we've got Yolise, Parshi, Butterfly, Alpha Omega, No Name, Emmy, Kiki, and I know Subliminal had to leave. So go ahead and post your questions, guys, so I can get them answered since you are still on the running list. After them, we're just going to go back to the post your question, and I'm going to go through the chat and answer them in the order they're received. We'll give it just another minute. General reading for you, Emmy, you got it. All right, Manya, it looks like a bunch of people aren't in the chat anymore, so go ahead and post your question as well. And if anybody that is in the stream that did not already get their question answered, go ahead and put it in the chat and we'll just start firing away. All right, Emmy. So it looks like you're feeling unconfident, not confident in your abilities. And so you're feeling really discouraged and really not self-confident right now. And really it's the opposite. So maybe you have like, what's it called? Imposter syndrome. Like you have this ability, but you feel like it's no big deal, like there's people better than you, and so you really shouldn't be recognized for it. I know I felt that way a lot when I started this tarot channel. I felt like there was people better than me at this, and why would people want to listen to me and blah, 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 blah. That's not true. You have your own gifts. You are amazing just the way you are, and the gifts that you have are unique to you, and only you can bring it to the world the way that you do. So sure, there's people that have similar gifts, and the same goes for absolutely anybody here in the chat. People have similar gifts to us. It's 100% true, but only you can bring it to the world the way you can bring it to the world. So for example, here on my tarot channel, I show my face. A lot of tarot readers do not show their face, whether it's fear of persecution, whether it's personal preference, whatever it happens to be. A lot of them also sorry, messages are coming through and it's really hard to get them out in words. So a lot of other tarot readers, they maybe have been doing it for years and years and years, and they're stuck in their way. And there's nothing wrong with that because they have a gift that they can read in one certain way. I personally have a gift that I can read in these certain ways. I tend to bring spirit messages more to the surface. Those are easier for me because I actually allow myself to be a mouthpiece for the divine. Most of the time when I go through a live stream, I don't actually remember what I tell you guys. I have to go back and listen to my live streams to listen to my own advice because the advice that I'm giving is not actually mine. It's coming directly from your guides, it's coming directly from the angels, directly from the divine, through me, out my mouth, and to you. That is the gift that I have, that I've been given, and only I can bring it to you that way. There are others that can bring you similar things in similar ways. I mean, look at, Seraphina here, Fascinating Fairy. She brings you light language. I can channel light language, but one, I'm not confident in myself to actually do it. However, I have noticed that if you guys ever hear me humming when I'm reading cards or shuffling, that's actually light language. That's the divine going through me that way. So I also like to add other things to my streams. I like to make my background look nice for you guys. I mean, give you something visually to look at. I like the community that we are creating here. And so we each have our own gifts and we each need to express those in a certain way. Holy cow, that was a lot. Hopefully that came out properly. Hopefully you understood where that came from. That was a really big rant on a tarot reading that I hadn't, I apologize. And I don't even remember where we were now. Oh, Hannah Mori, please remind me where we were. Oh, you're very welcome, Emmy. I'm sorry for the rant, but it would just not stop. That needed to come through, absolutely. That's probably why my eye was twitching earlier. That was just waiting to come out. Okay, I don't want to skip anybody. So let's see. I'm going to go back through the chat and make sure. Okay, so that was Emmy. And now is Manya. And then Reaper. Okay. I'm trying to stay on track, guys. That was a mouthful, and it just... Yeah, I think that was more than just for you, Emmy. I really do. All right, Manya. Sorry, I had to recenter there for a minute. That was so much energy that just came through. Actually, several people took something away from that, Hanamori. Because I think it was meant for several people in the live stream. All right, Manya, your very first card here is Empathic Starseed. Energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. We need to be very careful of this. Sometimes this is a great gift to have. Sometimes this is a huge burden on us. If we're not careful, sometimes we can absorb things and not realize we're doing it, and then we take it on as our own versus, you know, helping the person that we absorbed it from. All right, so card number 2 here for you, dear, is the Council of Light, Divine Orchestration, Helpers in the Subtle Realms. So these guys are going to be the ones that help you manage your empathic ability, okay? So there's a lot that goes into being an empath. There's different levels of being an empath, different abilities as far as, you know, do you feel emotions? Do you feel physical pain? Do you feel thoughts or stuff like that? So all those can be empaths. The divine is going to help you weed through your gift because it is a hard one sometimes. So just rely on them, okay? I've been getting a lot of tarot readings and they've been so all over the place, and it makes me so sad because it feels like my connection to the divine is getting broken. No. It is not broken. It is timing. Okay, so it all depends on what's going on in the universe, in your world at that specific time. Right now, you got the message saying that basically they're here for you, okay? They're here, they're in the subtle realm. You just have to reach out to them. And that's a lot. The divine, our spirit guides, our angels can't help us if we don't ask for it. So that's like really the biggest thing. And you obviously have a gift, an empathic gift that you're going to need help with. So please ask for help from your guides. And your guides can help you in many different ways. They can help you through friends and family. They can help you through movies. They can help you through, you know, tarot readings. It's just a matter of timing. All right, Reaper. So I've got Reaper next. After Reaper will be Shweta. And then Butterfly A. Okay? Now remember, guys, if you are just joining us, love questions have ended for today. The list was filled up very first thing when we started live streaming. So this is anything other than love, whether it's, you know, career, life, finances, whatever. Anything other than love, okay? So, Reaper. Wow, opened that floodgate and whew, it is warm in here. Welcome all you that are new. If you are new to the live stream, give me a hashtag new and tell me where you're from. I love to see where you guys are from. I live in southern Idaho in the US. So right now it is 2:10 in the afternoon. But we have members from all over the world. All right, Reaper. So your first card here is the number 6. the High Priestess of Air. So I don't know if you have connection to air element, but that is your first card. You have drawn the symbol of Vampire High Priestess of Air, the goddess of rational thought, logical thinking, reason, and using your mind to consider the next right action are the qualities encouraged by the High Priestess of Air. Now is the time to think before you act. You are blessed with a wondrous mind and imagination. Your ability to communicate is enhanced when you meet the High Priestess of Air. This is the moment to have reasonable conversations and make calculated decisions. So that's kind of exciting. Basically, now is the time to, well, if you have any business dealings, now is the time to do it because you're going to be the most clear. Essentially, the element air opens up your throat chakra and makes it easier for you to be understood. No, butterfly, yours is coming. You're very, very close to the beginning of the list. All right, one more card, Reaper. Compassion. So make sure you go into these dealings with compassion. Card number 15. The frequency of compassion supports our ability to stand by others without judgment and be the divine mediator between heaven and earth, spirit and matter, so that unconditional love can flow from source through your heart and into the world. Compassion. Okay, Shweta, since you asked a love-related question, would you please ask a different question? While I'm waiting for that, butterfly, it is your turn. So let's get you... Did you have a specific non-love related question, Hanamori? You want to do a job in a bank? When will I get... Ooh, that's a good one. Job. No, we're going to go with this one. All right. When are you going to get the job? All right. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is there is a situation that is holding you back from actually getting a job at the bank. This is a major life decision that you can't decide on. So both the cards here that you got are trump cards. You got Judgment and Death/Rebirth. It's the same thing. So the Death card is representing the new job at the bank, okay? The Judgment card is representing the something that is standing in your way. This is a major life decision that you need to make before the restart, essentially, the new career can take place. So only you know what that major decision is. Maybe it hasn't presented itself to you yet. So maybe you don't yet know what it is. But there is a major life decision you need to make before the step to the bank can be fulfilled. All right. Go back here. No love questions. The love questions were fulfilled at the very beginning of the live stream. They went really fast. My guides gave me a limit because there was other things that needed to come through besides love, and obviously we can see there was a bunch of stuff actually. So general reading, butterfly, you got it. And you are very welcome, Shweta. I need a drink. When I was younger, I didn't listen to my guides so well, and I kind of did what I wanted to, and then I regretted it later. So as I've gotten older, I've started listening more and more. Now I'm at a point in my life where they tell me to do something, I'm like, okay, I just take it as is and trust that whatever needs to come from it will come from it. Will there be people disappointed? Yes, and I apologize, but it is for the good of the universal consciousness, so I will comply, even if I really do want to answer all your questions. All right, Butterfly A, you are going to, 3. Is 3 a significance for you, Butterfly? I got 2 3 cards. So we have the 3 of Cups, which is about community, which is about togetherness. It's kind of a feeling of fullness as far as emotionally. And then you got the 3 of Wands in reverse. So your passion that you had is kind of fizzled out. And so the community really wants you to become more of yourself again. So either reignite that passion or find a new one. But we aren't ourselves without the passion within us. So definitely look into your passions more often. I'm going down the chat, Kiki, so as long as you put your question into the chat, then it will get answered. If not, put it in now so you don't get skipped. And remember, we're done with love's readings for today. All right, Cashalytics, what do you mean by your question? Would you recommend online? You're very welcome, Butterfly. I appreciate you being here, as always. I know I can count on you guys to be here, and I love seeing you guys every week. Sometimes twice a week. Okay, yes, general reading. I was just confused by your question. Okay, so we've got Catalytics. Tana Luke, if you're still here, we're not doing love questions, but you can ask any other question. And you would be after Catalytics. Woo! That was totally flip of my fingers. All right, dear, your first card here is Have Faith in Your Dreams. I love this card. This is gorgeous. I'm not sure I've ever pulled this one out of the deck before. Look how lively it is, how much is growing, how much life there is in this. So obviously in your dreams, you have messages for life that are going to help you grow. So pay attention to your dreams. Get yourself a dream journal. Okay, I got this one out of one of the subscription boxes that I tried, and I haven't used it yet, to be perfectly honest. But it doesn't have to be anything fancy. It could be a little notebook. Just get yourself a dream journal, write things down so that you can see the patterns and the messages that are in your dreams. Card number 2. Right. That was quick. You also got the empathic starseed. So you too need to be careful with what you're absorbing from other people. And maybe that's part of the message that's coming through in your dreams. So you need to be aware of what is your emotion, what you are feeling versus what somebody else might be feeling around you. And really, protect yourself from that. Okay. Right. We got Reaper. We got that one. Kiki. You are up. Just going down here. Kiki, do you have a specific non-love related question? You're just realizing some of the patterns? Keep going with your recording of your dreams. There will probably be more patterns. Dreams are a great way for our guides to talk to us because, one, our guard's down. So it's easier for them to get through. And our brain can understand it. Our human brain can understand it when it's in the astral plane versus being here in this plane. Our human brains can't really understand the language as well and translate it into human language, which is sometimes why it's so hard for those of us that do readings or do meditations or transmissions to actually get the message out our mouths. Sometimes we'll stumble over our words. Sometimes it'll just go blah, 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 out, and it'll just be like you're speed talking kind of thing. And sometimes it's jumbled, sometimes it makes sense, but it's because the translation is hard. All right, am I missing anybody? I feel like I'm missing somebody. Kiki, I know you're on the list. Did you have a specific question? Or did you want just a general reading? Oh, yes. Geminis can have a hard time because you are two-minded about things sometimes, and so you're not sure if it's you or somebody else, if it's one side of your personality or if it's the other side of your personality or if it's somebody else from the outside. So yes, that can get very confusing. I think we are all caught up. If there's anybody that has not gotten their question answered, please put it in the chat so I don't miss you. Butterfly. Kiki, do you love me? That song. if you guys, those that are still around, are into light language or want to learn more about it, Miss Seraphina, the Fascinating Fairy, wherever the chat box is for you guys, she does a lot more light language on her channel. She's done channeled dances. She's done actual verbal channeling, as well as creating beats on her channel. She is amazing. So she's way better at it than I am. So go check her out if you are interested in that. Go for it. If you have another question, go ahead. We have time. So it's open to anybody who has a question. You're very welcome, beautiful. I love you and I love your work. It's phenomenal. Touches me every single time. In fact, the other night when you were doing the dragon meditation and I was driving home, I found myself humming. I don't know if humming is the right word. Chanting, maybe? I don't know. There was noise coming out my mouth and it was not words. And it was musical. It was one of those things I just couldn't hold it in. I had to do it while the meditation was going on. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. All right, guys. So for the last 20 minutes of the live stream, it's a free-for-all. There's only 6 of you in here viewing, and I think one of them's me. So I'm supposed to go for 2 hours today. I feel stuck. What should I do? Ooh, that's a good one. Let's... This calls for the Star Child Tarot. It is like a little family here, and I absolutely love it. That's really what I wanted when I started this channel, is a place that we all have to go. Sure, I wanted to read tarot and help you guys and give messages, but it's kind of a way to hang out. It's a safe place that we can talk, give ideas, give messages, and yeah. That's what my other channel's about too, but instead of tarot, I really am just sharing basically downloads that I get whenever I get them, or things related to self-care in some way, things related to any type of ritual practice that you might do. So, ways to take care of yourself, basically. All right, what should you do about feeling stuck? Ooh, girl. Oh, you are not stuck, okay? Not stuck. You are in the middle of an awakening. So your first card here, card number 20, is Awakening. Card number 2 is Starseed. So Starseed is equivalent to the Fool card, which is at the beginning of a journey. So you are at the beginning of a Starseed awakening. You're not stuck. It is going to be a rough road for a little while. Really, really, really tap into the divine guides. The guides that are there, you're going to need them. People like those that are in this community. I do have a Facebook group if you need it, okay? I believe the link is down in the description box. It is Soul Moon's Rising Metaphysical Learning Group on Facebook. It is meant for things like this. So you can ask questions, and the group itself, everybody in the group can contribute to helping you answer the questions. Sometimes I actually make videos out of the topic being discussed because it is such a good topic that needs to be discussed. It's experienced by so many people. So I highly, highly suggest that. But I want you to know that I personally am here for you. If you need to email me and have a discussion that way, my email is also in the description. So don't be afraid to email me if you need to. But I highly encourage you to join the group. It's another form of community, and it's completely free on Facebook. So if you want a more personalized group, we only have like 3 people in our patrons group. They are also amazing people, and they can help you through that too on Patreon. So we do have special live streams. In fact, tomorrow morning, I will be doing a live stream for my patrons only. So Hanamori, get ready for that. You will have a special live stream. I will go and set it up probably 8:30-ish in the morning, my time. I'll iron that out in a minute, maybe 9:30. So we'll see. But my patrons, basically, I do healings. If we need tarot readings, we do tarot readings. If we just need a community chat session, that's what we do. But it is very exclusive, very private, and to be included, it's $1 a month. Seriously. So a standard Reiki session, for me, a distance session is $35. So if I'm doing a group Reiki session, that saves you $34 right off the top. So, and that's a monthly thing that we do. So anyway, just a shameless plug for my Patreons. Anyway, guys, I love you. And does anybody else have any questions? It doesn't even have to be tarot related, but, we've got a great group of people here that are super knowledgeable. So if you have any questions about anything esoteric, you have time to ask them now. We have 15 minutes left, so. Ooh, heavy question. Yes. Which deck do I want? Which one would be I'm going to the Spirits deck, Butterfly, because the spirits know best. And if we're going to bring a new spirit into this realm, well, they're not really new, reincarnating a spirit, so to speak, they would know. So, Butterfly, it's right now, no. It looks like, so you got the Two of Wands. It looks like you're kind of two-minded on this. Like, part of you really, really wants this to happen, and another part is like, oh my God, I really don't want this to happen. And I can tell you from personal experience, yeah, that being a parent is the scariest and most rewarding thing in the entire world. From the second you find out you're pregnant, you are scared to death. All the way through until, well, my oldest is 13, and some days you want to pull your hair out. Some days you just want to hug them. when they're 13, they really don't let you hug them. In fact, the other day, my mother told me to kiss the kids for her. So I made the excuse to my 13-year-old that my mother told me to do something, so I had to do it. And it ended up in a wrestling match before I could give her a kiss on the cheek. So it was kind of funny. But anyway, so until your two sides are essentially at an agreement, the answer is no. And your body will know that before your head does. So, all right. And yes, Nadine, I absolutely have time to give you a reading. Will this year be better than last year? The answer is kind of. In some ways, yes, and in some ways, no. So there's going to be a lot of ups and a lot of downs this year. Obviously, right now is a down for pretty much everybody on the planet. But it's like juggling. So you got the Two of Pentacles. So, okay, so there's good and there's bad, but it's feeling really ungrounded. So there's really no, it depends on how you look at it. Really no definite answer. Yes and no. Some things are going to be better, some things are not. I hate non-answer answers. I hate them. You don't have your shit together? Moment of truth, I sure as heck didn't have my shit together when I started having kids. I was 23 when I found out I was pregnant. 24 when I had my first child. No, sorry, I lied. She was born a month before my 24th birthday. Close enough, right? So I was, in my mind now, still young and kind of naive, but at the same time, you know, I was ready for that step, but I didn't know what the heck I was doing. Nobody ever does. You're never 100% ready, but you can get readier for things. So, all right, Nadine, let's get you. What do I want? You need one of these cards, the Yogic Path today. That's funny. My oldest, she was born 2 weeks before my husband and I got married. She was born February 28th. My birthday is March 21st. So just a little under a month before my birthday. So the next Tea and Tarot will be in 2 weeks. My Monday streams, I alternate between Tea and Tarot and Spirit Messages. So next week will be Spirit Messages. And then the following week will be Tea and Tarot again. I do also a Speed Tarot on Fridays. Okay. Friday's Speed Tarot is yes/no questions, and there is no limit to love questions on Fridays, at least thus far. Speed Tarot is kind of fun. We can chat. You ask a question, get your yes/no answer. Sometimes the cards spell out more than just yes or no. But it's a lot quicker stream. All right. So this is a chakra. 61. All right, let's see if I can pronounce this correctly. Sahasrara. I'm sure I butchered that and I apologize. It means crown chakra. So in reverse, you have been feeling lost and creatively blocked, as if everyone else knows what they're doing, but you can't even choose the next step. This is because your crown chakra has been blocked. I think you know how to unblock it. You must realize that you are always tapped into universal energy. Duh. Of course you know that. It is your free-thinking mind that often overwrites the innate wisdom and makes you lose sight of your own. The universe is sending you messages through pebbles that later turn into boulders. It's time for you to plug back into the universe you came from. Take a social media break and use that time to be in silence. Become mindful of all that you do and let go of all unnecessary possessions, beliefs, and relationships. Study your ancestors and learn from your mistakes. Follow your curiosities and have faith in the future. This will pave the path back to the divine. So I know you're not far from the divine because you're always channeling, but that doesn't mean that we can't stray every once in a while. So go take a break, spend some time in silence, and reconnect with the divine so you can receive more messages because you know they're out there. You're receiving just as much as I am all the time. All right. We are going to wrap it up for today unless anybody still has questions. We're going to call it a day. We've been here for an hour and 45 minutes running. So thank you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all of you. I love you guys. And don't forget Friday, 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time USA, Speed Tarot. You will get notified if you are subscribed. Don't forget to click the bell so you get the notifications when I go live. And yeah, we'll see you Friday. Bye.